Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Kent State Ice Arena. My name is Alex Rivera, and I am joined by my partner, Fisher Brashear, bringing you some D3 ACHA action against the visiting UPJ Ice Cats and your Kent State Golden Flashes. Flashes coming into this one 4-2-2 on the season, and the Ice Cats coming into this one with an undefeated record of 6-0. So Fisher, who is your player to watch tonight from the Flashes?
I've got goaltender Cooper Pettipiece, 2-1-1 on the season, .944 save percentage, and then 1.14 goals against average, 4 goals allowed on 67 shots. He's been very good from what I've seen of him, and you got to have a good goaltender if you want to win games.
Absolutely. He's been fantastic all year long. He's looking to keep that hot streak going. For me personally, Fisher, I'm going number 5, Alessio Simpson. He's the leading point scorer for the Flashes at this point of the season. He's got 8 points in 9 games, sitting at 3 goals and 5 assists. He's been the hot hand this season so far, looking for him to continue that streak. Starting lines making their way onto the ice here as we are getting ready to get this one started momentarily. For the Ice Cats, at forward, number 27, Rosick. Number 9, Rice. Number 15, Karlafa. On defense, number 26, Raplogli. And number 10, Barberi. And in net for the Ice Cats is number 44, Page. Starting line for your Kent State Golden Flashes. At the forwards, number 23, Max Quinn. Number 28, Riley Croson. Number 22, Joey Donahue. On defense, number 7, Noah Outley. Number 15, Dylan Timmons. And as Fisher said, your goaltender tonight in between the net for the Flashes is number 29, Cooper Pettipiece. We're going to take a momentary pause for the national anthem here, and we'll be right back with the game action. Stay with us, folks, and we'll be back momentarily. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for sticking with us. We have puck drop underway momentarily. Flash is looking to beat the Ice Cats here. As we said, Ice Cats coming in this one undefeated record. Flash is looking to get them the first loss in their L column.
It'll be a tough challenge, but I have full belief in the Golden Flashes. We've obviously, the last game, couple games we called for D3, an 8-3 win against Ohio State was the big result. So there's no question that these teams can score goals.
Players banging their sticks against the bench. Players making their way to the center dot. Ref drops the puck, and we are underway in this one. The Flash is dumping it deep to the UPJ zone to start this one off early. Flash is bringing the pressure. First man back for the Ice Cats is Barbaria. Barbaria just going to send it the length of the ice. No icing here as it goes onto the net of Pettipies. He's going to play it up to his man into neutral ice. Finds a stick of Barbaria. Once again, he's just going to dump it in deep. Flash is first one to this puck. It's the Ice Cats pressure in the Kent State zone now. Croson picks this one up. He's going to just shovel a pass out of his zone, and that puck does clear the zone. Ice Cats having to retreat here early. Ice Cats going to try to dump in deep, but Outley breaks that one up before it can get deep into the Kent State zone. The Kent State gets some fresh line on the ice here. Gillespie just going to try to chip it ahead into the Ice Cats zone. Offside warning. Now the Flashes will have to retreat. Now the Ice Cats moving the other way. Barbaria once again trying to rifle a pass through center ice to his man. Broken up there by the Flashes. Now Flashes looking to come the other way. Christian Gear now skating in. He beats the first man, but he has his pocket picked by Barbaria. Back to center ice is this puck. Flash is looking to get it moving in the direction of the Ice Cats zone. Swung around in the Kent State zone now by UPJ. Battle for the puck along the boards here. Puck still loose. Swung around behind the net of Pettipies. Now Van Sickle, first man back. He's going to play it up along the boards to Simpson. Simpson just going to try to break out of his zone, and he does. Finds a man, Christian Gear, in center ice, and now Gear going to skate it into the offensive zone. He's going to play one down low for Simpson. Simpson's going to turn and rifle a shot, and Matthew Page absorbs that one. We'll get our first stoppage in play with just 18:28 left to play in this first period.
It's been a very interesting start. Just no team really being able to possess the puck at all. So you'd hope that the Flashes can get into the offensive zone with this faceoff, win the faceoff, and then from there.
Puck down, one back by the Ice Cats. Flashes battling for this one. Fryer, first man back. He's got Haney there with him. Now the Ice Cats moving quickly the other way. Chipped ahead there by Norkevicus. Flash is now battling for this one in their zone. Ice Cats going to chip a shot on net to Pettipies, and he's just going to cover that one up. And we'll get it. This puck will be staying in the Kent State zone. Puck down, one back by the Ice Cats. Going to trickle a shot on there, sticked away there by Cooper Pettipies. Puck still loose in front of the net now. Flash is looking to clear this out of the danger zone, and they do. Fryer going to go the other way. Now here come the Flashes going the other way. Big hit there out in open ice. Takes the deflection off the Flashes, and Haney keeps that one in. Fryer going to dump it in down low. He loses that one. Now here come the Ice Cats moving the other way. 2-on-2 chance here for UPJ. Nice move there. Sticked away there. Nice defensive play by the Flashes there. Now they're going to get going the other way. Knifing through neutral ice. Here come the Flashes. Fry with the puck on his stick. He beats his man. He's going to angle in on the dot. His shot goes just off the cage there of Page. Haney, first man to that puck for the Flashes. Just can't keep in that one. Is Emmerling at the blue line. Flashes will have to retreat, but quickly back in the zone. Quinn's going to rifle a shot. His shot goes wide. Kept in at the top of the point by Timmons. He's going to rifle a shot in down deep. Racing for this puck, tied up along the near side boards here. That puck just trickles out of the zone. Flashes will have to retreat. Timmons racing back for this one in his own zone. Flashes looking to regroup here and generate an offensive chance. They're just going to dump it in deep. Plowman, first one to that one. He's just trying to clear this puck out of the Ice Cat zone, but Flash is keeping it in the. Donahue's going to rifle a shot. Page blocks the initial shot off the rebound, off the mask there of Page, but UPJ recovers, and here comes Kutch the other way. He's just going to try to chip it in deep. Flash's player takes a tumble to the ice. Pettipies out of his crease to play it over to his man. Flash is going to take it behind the net. Timmons going to slow this one down as Flash is going to set something up here. Timmons looking for an option. He's going to play it up alongside the boards. Flash is going to get into neutral ice. But the Ice Cats are there promptly. Now here they come the other way. Skating in deep. There's a shot there. Pettipies with a nice save. Good save there for Cooper Pettipies early on in this one. Flash is looking to just clear the zone, and they do. Just past the stick there of Outley. Outley still battling for this one. Outley skating it in deep. He's got McDermott with him. McDermott battling for this puck behind the net here. Zanola's with him as well. Flashes control it in the offensive zone, looking to set up shop now. Zanola trying to tie this one up along the boards. Zanola battling 2 defenders now. McDermott squeaks loose, and he's got the puck on his stick. He's going to try to center a pass, but he gets tied up there along the corner boards once again. Big tie up there in the corner boards, and the Ice Cats win that one. They're going to just dump it into center ice. Looks like we're going to get a hand pass warning here, so we will get a stoppage and play with 15:36. And Fisher, what do you think of the Flash's game so far in this one?
It's been interesting. They can't really control the puck at all in the neutral zone from what I've seen. They've done well defensively to get the puck out of their zone, and offensively, you had a little bit of offensive zone time there, but not a lot came from it. No shots or anything on that. So you'd like to see them start to corral the puck more in the neutral zone, really get it under control, then go from there and build from there.
Absolutely agree with you, Fisher. Up to this point, it seems like either team really hasn't had a chance to really get a controlled, sustained offensive opportunity yet. That's a lot of dump and chase and then get deep in the zone and just rifle a shot. Not a lot of sustained pressure, if you will. So yeah. Flashes definitely look to get some of that pressure going here in this first period as this game gets going. Puck off the faceoff, gets deflected out of play, and we will get another quick stoppage in play. This time coming back closer to the UPJ side of the ice. Just outside their zone, this faceoff will be set up. Puck drop now tied up off the draw. Won by the Ice Cats. Now skating up for the Ice Cats is Rosick. He's just going to chip one in deep. Racing for this puck is Strutt. Puck is loose now, bouncing around in the Kent State zone. Tied up along the boards. Pass is centered on a Pettipiece. He's just going to dump that one away with his stick. Flash is looking to get it out of their zone quickly before UPJ can really sustain the pressure, and they do. Chips it ahead to neutralize, but first man back for the Ice Cats is Barberi. He's just going to send one deep, but this one doesn't get touched in center ice, so this one will be coming back for an icing call with 14:55 left to play in this first period. Flashes now get an offensive zone opportunity here. Been hard to come by so far in this one, so let's see what they can make of this one. Off the draw, however, Ice Cats win this one. Finds the stick of Bazarov. Nice job by the Flashes to keep this one in the offensive zone. But Rosick just going to try to play it ahead. His pass is broken up in the neutral zone before it can get going into the Kent State zone. The Flashes looking to get this one out of their zone. Finds the stick of Rosick, however, as the Ice Cats keep this one in at the blue line. And now they're going to look to set up shop. That shot goes wide there, and the Flashes will look to gain possession, and they do. Now breaking out of their own zone. Here come the Golden Flashes. Just can't control that one is Fryer. Ice Cats trying to send it back the other way, but the Flashes are there. This puck spent a lot of time in the neutral zone so far early in this one. Nice defensive stick work there by Garnett to break up that pass and prevent a breakaway opportunity there. And we will get an offside warning. So this face-off will come just outside the Kent State zone as both teams go for a line change.
Like you said, it's been a lot of neutral zone and no offensive opportunities for really either team. You had Kent State with a nice shot earlier. Good save from Matt Page.
Off the face-off now. Puck gets dumped in deep behind the net of Pettipiece. Flashes collect this one. Kept in there nicely by the Ice Cats now. Puck bouncing around behind the net of Pettipiece now. Donahue, they're trying to tie this one up along the boards, looking for reinforcement. Squeaks out there. Nice job by Donahue to get that puck moving the other way. The Ice Cats are there to keep it in. Now here comes Donahue. He's just going to touch a pass up there. He's got Quinn with him. Quinn's going to let a shot go. Off the glove of Page. That puck is loose. And off the rebound, Page finds that one. Nice chance there for the Flashes early. Quinn with the shot there. And Page just going to control that one with his glove, but he finds the rebound luckily right under him.
My only issue is I'd like to see a player funnel to the net to maybe get a possible rebound, because obviously right off the glove, and then you had that little moment there where Page didn't really know where the puck was.
And off the faceoff, Outley just going to let a slapper go. But Page gloves that one cleanly. We'll get another quick faceoff with 13:36 left to play in the first.
And then going back to it, I'm a big advocate of just putting pucks on net, getting offensive zone chances. And that odd man rush that the Flashes just had earlier seems like that's going to be how, based on the first 7 minutes have gone in this game, it kind of seems that's how they're going to get some of the chances. And that goes for both teams as well.
Absolutely agree with you there, Fisher. Ice Cats moving the other way now. Nice stick work there by the Kent State defense to break up that chance. Quinn on the back check there, breaking up that chance for the Flashes. Puck still bouncing around in the Kent State zone, however. Fanning on that clearing attempt. Kept in at the top of the blue line. There's a shot. Just goes high of the net there, Pettipies. Flashes looking to break up this chance as the Ice Cats looking to get this one down low. Nice stick work there by the Flashes. Now they're breaking out of their own zone across the red line. They're going to dump in deep and go for the line change here. Nice shot by Donahue, just dumped that puck in deep. Ice Cats will be the first ones there, however. LaPlogo, first man to that puck for UPJ. Fryer now bringing the pressure. He lays a big hit on the far boards. Huge hit there from Gavin Fryer. Ice Cats get possession now. LaPlogo, he's going to play it over to his man. That is Baryari. He breaks out of his own zone. Tied up in the neutral zone. Now this puck enters the Kent State zone. But no Ice Cats are near, and the Flashes will have time to slow this one down. Strutt going to take his time. He's out behind his own net. He's going to chip a pass, go cross ice. He finds a stick of Haney. Haney's going to dump a pass back. Now here come the Flashes marching through the neutral zone. Behind the net of Page. Played along the boards. Fryer keeps this one at the top of the blue line. He's going to dump it in down deep. Looking for Bazarov to win this puck. Bazarov now battling. Fryer's going to come help him out. He's going to send it around the other way. Flash is still doing a good job to keep this puck in. Nice stick work there by Fryer. He's going to let a shot go. A nice glove save there by Matthew Page. Fryer with a nice chance there to find some space, and Page just shuts him down. Yeah,
great corralling of the bouncing puck, and then a nice move by Fryer, and a good save from Page as well. Good chance for the Flashes. They've started to build into this game more. You're now seeing them get multiple decent shots off in the last 2 or so minutes.
Puck is down, one back by Gillespie for the Flashes. Simpson with the puck on his stick, leading point scorer for the Flashes. He loses that puck, however. Now quickly going the other way are the Ice Cats. Farlafa just dumping this one in deep behind the net of Pettipies. It's the Ice Cats racing to this puck. Shot there, off the post there for the Ice Cats. Pettipies thanking his post there with a little tap. Flashes catch a break on that one, and they're going to try to use that to get the other way. Simpson now got this puck in deep behind the net. He's got Christian Gear with him. Gear plays it over to Gillespie. Gillespie has the puck on his stick now. Garnett now, he's going to just turn and dump one in deep for Simpson. Simpson battling for this one. He loses that puck. Garnett trying to keep it in with his hand, but he drops and he falls to a knee. Now the Ice Cats looking to move the other way. And there's a shot there from the Ice Cats. Nice save there, point blank by Cooper Pettipies. Ice Cats still threatening, however, and a shot, and they score. Ice Cats get on the board here early. Point blank chance there off the rebound, off the pad of Pettipies. The Ice Cats don't mess that one up, giving them the lead with making the score 1-0 with 11:06 left to play in this first period. That one finds the stick of number 27, Nick Rosick. He's on the board for the UPJ Ice Cats. Flash is going to have to play from behind to start off this one.
It's a tough goal to give up, but like I said earlier, from what I've seen, the most of these chances in this game are going to come off the odd man rush, and it was a breakaway. Fantastic first save by Pettipies, just funneling to the net, getting that rebound. And it was well done by Rosic, and it's a tough start for the Flashes. I thought they've been the better team the past 5 minutes, but, you know, a team as good as UPJ, they can make chances out of nothing, and with that breakaway, you just see it's just a misplay at the defensive line, bobble the puck, and all of a sudden it's a breakaway. So
I agree with you, Fisher. Got to clean up as many of the rebounds as they can. Can't give them any extra chances than they already will get. Big, huge hit there in open ice. Absolutely lighting his man up. Noah Outley laying the boom. Ice Cats with possession of the puck in their own zone now. Flashes looking like they're going to up the intensity here a little bit after giving up that first one. Looks like they're still playing hard. Good to see them that intensity from them.
Of course, and you have to at this rate. When you're down 1 in the first period, you just have to start bringing more intensity because, like we've mentioned, this game has been kind of a bouncing start, not really being able to control pucks, as we see a good save there from Pettipies.
Absolutely. Pettipies just using the body to stop that one. He's going to give both teams the chance to make a line change here with 10:09 left to play in the first period. Face-off going to be to the left out of Cooper Pettipies now. Puck is down, tied up off the draw. Centered out in front for the Ice Cats, but nobody home there. Now the Flash is moving the other way. Here comes Quinn. He's racing in with some speed. He's got a man with him. He tries a drop pass for Croson. Just misses his stick. Now here come the Ice Cats the other way. Skating in deep. Quick shot there. Nice save there by Pettipies. And off the rebound, no chance there for the Ice Cats. Pettipies promptly on that rebound. as this puck will be staying in the Kent State zone, giving the Ice Cats an offensive opportunity.
Strong couple of saves there from Pettipies. The first one that we just saw, and then even the one on the goal, the breakaway save, still a good save. So you can see he's built into the game, and you know, you'd like to see the Flashes kind of get that, I guess, chemistry on the ice, specifically in the neutral zone, but also in these stretch passes in the defensive zone as well.
Chipped ahead in the neutral zone, racing for this puck. Not far enough for icing. Donahue's going to get there. Donahue now just going to try to tie this puck up behind the net of Page. Centering pass from Carlson. Quinn going to try and turn a rifle shot. He falls, and Page just going to cover this one up, not letting Donahue get a chance off that rebound. And this puck will be staying in the UPJ zone. Good offensive chance here for the Flashes, as we said. Looking for them to sustain some pressure. This is a great opportunity if they can win this faceoff.
Yeah, I think another thing for the Flashes is just collecting loose pucks and just putting them on net, because we saw a couple of minutes ago with Fryer, and then just now, 2 good chances off just loose pucks.
Puck down, 1 back by the Ice Cats, and they're going to swing it along the far boards. Looking to go the other way, Morano. He has his pocket picked by Bazarov. Bazarov on his shadow. Ice Cats just going to dump it into center ice. Flashes there with easy control across the red line now. Nikolov going to skate in. Nikolov makes a nice move, and he's in the offensive zone. Nikolov going to take it all the way around the net of Page. Played up top to the top of the blue line. Haney now with the puck on his stick. He's going to let a shot go. He fans on the first shot, but he maintained possession. Haney battling to keep this puck in. Finds a stick of Morano. He's going to get it to the red line. He's going to play it ahead to his man now. The Ice Cats are in the offensive zone now. Flash is now going to swing it along the boards, and they're going to get moving the other way in the neutral zone. With some speed is Fryer. Fryer makes a nice move to beat his man. He's going to dump it in deep for the Flashes. He evades a hit there. Fryer looking for some help. The Ice Cat's going to just control this puck. Barbieri now. He takes a huge hit from Fryer out in open ice. Shot there from Outley. Off the rebound, Page looking for it. He's just going to cover that one up. Outley with some huge hits so far in this one.
I'd also like to say Gavin Fryer looks like a man on a mission tonight. Big hit laid, good shot, good opportunities. He looks like he's been shot out of a cannon to start this game.
Absolutely. Love to see him with his legs under him here early. He can be absolutely lethal when he gets going. Puck is down, 1 back by Gillespie. He plays it to Outley. Outley with a shot off the post there from Outley. Good chance there for the Flashes. Trickles out, finds a stick of Gillespie. Gillespie trying to center this pass. Nothing there. Rice just going to try to poke it out of his own zone, but nothing there. Kept in at the top of the blue line. Page trying to control that one, but he cannot. Racing for this puck is Simpson. Kept in with the hand by Outley. Plays it down low to Simpson. He's in a center pass for Outley. Nice save there by Page. Pushing across this. He's tough save there from Page. Puck still bouncing around in the center of the crease. The Ice Cats will clear. Nice job there from the Flashes to really put the pressure on Page there, and he responded well.
Yeah, very good save. Going post to post on the cross crease chance. It's a very good save. You got to give credit to him.
Flash is now going to just sit this one behind their own net. Going to slow down the game a little bit with 7:42 left to play in this first period. Looking to get back on the board and tie this one up.
I think a key early on that I've seen a lot with the Flashes in the offensive zone is getting pucks on net. I've seen quite a few times where Matt Page has made the save, but the rebound has been given up, and there's always been an opportunity there for the Flashes to, get a guy on the puck and score the rebound. Even then, from that point shot, it looks like a harmless shot. He bobbles it up. So you always got to funnel the net. I think that's another key that we've seen through the first 13 or so minutes.
Absolutely. Keep crashing the net. Get a lucky bounce there. Flash is looking for that one. This puck off the faceoff stays in their zone. Top of the point. There's a shot go. That shot never sees Pettipies. Now the Flash is going to try to race the other way. 2-on-2 chance here building. Strutt just going to dump it in deep, looking for Quinn to win this one. But it takes a bounce right in a Page. A little extracurricular after the play, and we're going to get a little scuffle here after the play. Quinn's right in the mix. Croson right in the mix. Ice Cats not happy about Quinn getting too close to their goalie.
I don't have an issue with it. I think Quinn, he's battling for the puck, maybe sprays Page a little bit, but, I mean.
But as we just were talking about, Fisher, that puck's bouncing around loose after the play. Until that whistle's blown, it is still a live puck.
Exactly.
Quinn just trying to chip it in and see if he can get lucky,
Exactly.
Don't hate it there from Quinn at all. Obviously, UPJ not happy with that one, but for the Flashes, can't be too mad at that.
Yeah.
Croson at the dot, and his opponent is Caden Kaczorowski. See who wins this one. Puck is down, and Croson wins that puck. Quinn plays it back to his man. Shot there from Van Sickle. Blocked out in front, deflected out of play. And this puck will be staying in the UPJ zone with 7:06 left to play in this first period. Looks like they're going to do same two at the dot. It looks like they're moving this puck outside of the UPJ zone. Yeah, refs moving this puck into neutral ice.
The only thing that I could have possibly thought of was maybe it was played by a high stick. Obviously,
that appears
point
to be the
shot,
call.
I think that was the call there. It certainly looked like it. It was just whether or not he got a touch on it.
Looks like refs had a little discussion after that one because initially it looked like that puck was staying in the UPJ zone, but that's what it looked like. The ref had motion for a high stick, so this one just squeaks out of the UPJ zone.
The shot definitely got deflected at the point, and I think I saw even the refs motioning for a high stick.
Puck down, tied up off the draw. Flash is going to dump this one in deep into the UPJ zone behind the net of Page. Croson racing for this puck. Quinn with the shot. Page turns that one away. Flash is still looking to pressure now. Quinn battling for this one. He gets in the center. He tries a backhanded shot. That puck gets deflected. Captain at the top of the blue line by Strutt. He's just going to dump one in deep, wide of the net there of Page. Looking for his teammates to win it. And they do. Here comes Donahue. He's got a good lane. Sticked away there by Raploglu. Donahue just going to dump it in deep behind the net. Croson takes a check behind the net. Raploglu going to play it up to center ice. UPJ looking to dump it in deep. Van Sickle, first man back for the Flashes to win this one. Van Sickle going to play it over to Strutt. Tape to tape back to Van Sickle. Flashes looking to break out of their own zone now. Sticked away there in their own zone by the Ice Cats. There's a shot. That shot goes wide of the net of Pettipiece. Flashes. Puck still bouncing around in their own zone. Flashes can't seem to clear just yet. UPJ bringing the pressure. Shot goes off the wide of the cage there. Now here come the Flashes breaking out of their own zone, moving the other way. Bazarov now, he dances around the defender. He's going to skate in. His shot sticked away by Page. Page just going to cover this one up, keep it out of harm's way. With 5:55, this puck will be staying in the UPJ zone, giving your Flashes another offensive opportunity.
Yeah, and they've been decent on the faceoff so far this game. You'd hope to win it back and then immediately get it on net because, like I mentioned, Page, very rebound prone.
Ruggles at the dot against TD. Flashes win that one. Tried as a shot. That gets deflected. Zanola battling for this one. Cooch trying to clear that one. Finds a puck on his stick again. Flashes have to exit the zone now. Flashes in the neutral zone. Nice play there to get back into the offensive zone. McDermott skating for this one. He's skating hard. Ruggles is there with him. But Kabbalah just going to chip this one ahead to Cooch. The Flashes. Nice stick work there by Zakolov to pick this puck up. Now here comes Nikolov. Nikolov skating in. He's going to drop a pass back. Shot there. Caught with the glove by Matthew Page, and this puck will be staying in the UPJ zone once again. And Flash is doing a good job here early on of keeping the pressure here after the little bit of a shaky start to the first. Definitely the second half of the first. Then a lot better, keeping the puck down on this side of the ice a lot more.
They've definitely grown into the game way more. You're seeing less of the misplays in the neutral zone, misplays at the blue line. So they're starting to control the puck more, which is step one of the process. Now you just hope to get more shots on net, and hopefully one goes in.
Simpson plays it up to Owley, looking for the deflection out in front. Never sees the net of Page, however. Gillespie battling hard for this puck. Skating away from him is Aiden Rice. Rice now going to just chip it ahead in the neutral zone. Finds a stick of Owley. Owley's going to have to race hard for this one. Pettipiece out of his net to play that one. Close there. Looks like it took a deflection off the stick. Luckily, not in a bad direction for the Flashes as they're moving the other way quickly. Owley skating hard for this one. He's got Simpson with him. He tries to center it to him. Simpson's going to play this puck, chip it down low for Owley. Owley going to try to turn it back into shot. Patted away there by Page. Owley going to turn it to fire another shot. Patted away by Page once again. Flash is bringing the pressure now. Big hit there by Simpson along the boards. Rosic now skating out his own zone. He loses the puck. Now Christian Gear, he's joined by Simpson. Simpson just going to dump one in deep across the red line. The Flashes will skate off for a line change as UPJ uses that opportunity to get going the other way. Nice move there by the Ice Cats. Rice now trying to get it into the Flashes zone. Nice job by the Flashes, battling hard at the blue line, not letting UPJ get deep in their zone. Puck bouncing around in the neutral zone, controlled by the Ice Cats, and they're just going to dump in deep on the net of Pettipiece. He's going to turn it aside and play it over to Angel Nikolov. Flashes now moving the other way in the UPJ zone. Now here come the Golden Flashes. Donahue, he's skating hard. He's got Quinn with him. Quinn centers pass for Croson. Off the deflection there, Croson finds a puck on his stick. Battle for this loose puck. The Ice Cats do clear. Kept in there nicely by Garnett, however. Right at the blue line. Close call there. Now Donahue behind the net. He's going to chip one up ahead to Garnett. Garnett's going to skate in down low. The Ice Cats are going to control this one as the puck bounced off the stick of Garnett there. Now moved the other way are the Ice Cats. Nice job there by Nikolov on the back check to break up that centering pass for the Flashes in the defensive zone. Ice Cats still threatening, however. Flashes just looking to clear. Ice Cats keep trying to center a pass, but nothing there. Flashes clogging the passing lanes. They're just going to chip this one out ahead. This puck is going to go the length of an ice. It looks like we are going to get an icing call. And with 3:04 left to play in the first period, Flashes still down 1 as this puck comes back into their zone.
Good forechecking there from Kent State. I think that was one of the main things I highlighted in the last game we called, was how relentless their forecheck was. And it's good to see them slowly build into it because, yes, they've had a good amount of offensive zone time, but once they shoot the puck or once they get it in on the boards, it's few or far between the times where they get the puck back immediately. So it's good to see that they're getting the puck off the forecheck.
Ice Cats into the Kent State zone once again. Broken up there nicely by Gillespie. Chasing his man is Simpson. Flashes battling for this puck in the neutral zone. Rice now with the puck on his stick. He's going to skate in. He's going to try a shot. That shot gets deflected. Never sees the net. A Pettipiece. Behind his own net is Christian Gear. Gear looking to build up some speed and break out of his own zone. He's going to play a pass up ahead to Simpson. Back to Gear. Gear loses the handle on this one and finds the glove of Matthew Page again. He's just going to cover this one up, take the zone face off here for the Ice Cats. Flashes get another offensive zone opportunity here, and down 1 with 2:29 left to play in this first period. Looking to see if they can tie this one up. One back by the Ice Cats. Flash is going to try to pressure and see if they keep this one in. Ice Cat player takes a tumble. Flash is going to dump it in deep again. The Ice Cats breaking out of their zone with some speed now. Free in now. He's going to play this one in deep for the Ice Cats. He's going to circle around behind the net of Pettipiece. Haney is there to pick his pocket. Haney now going to get it going the other way. Bazarov going to play a puck up ahead to his man Fryer. Fryer's been starting off fast here early. He loses the handle on that one, and Morano going to skate up the ice now. He's across the red line. He's across the blue line into the offensive zone for the Ice Cats. He's met immediately after he gets in. Shot there. Pettipiece just going to control this one. Not going to let that rebound get too far. And this puck will be staying in the Kent State zone. Both teams skating off for a line change here. Getting some fresh legs on the ice. Ref's going to set this face off to the left of Pettipiece. Puck is down. Ice Cats win this one off the draw. Centering pass there, just off the skate of a UPJ player. Ice Cats looking to build up some pressure now. Shot there. That shot is wide of the net. Off the stick of a Kent State defender. Battling for this puck are the Flashes. Puck is still loose in the defensive zone now. Flash is going to win this one with control. Timmons going to try to play it up ahead to Simpson. He's going to play it up to Christian Gear. Gear going to skate through the neutral zone. He's met by UPJ defender. That puck skates out loose. The Ice Cats are there, broken up with the stick of Simpson. Simpson's going to center a pass for Gillespie, but he is poke checked away. Now here come the Ice Cats moving the other way with speed. 95 UPJ. Going to play this one down low, and he's going to tie it up in the corner boards there, waiting for some reinforcements from his teammates. UPJ battling hard for this puck, but the Flashes are battling with him. Shot from the top of the point. That shot goes wide. Flashes just looking to clear the zone as we have 45 seconds left to play in this first period, and they do. Nice job there by the Flashes to clear the zone. In the neutral zone, UPJ going to swing the puck to the other side of the ice. Going to slow this one back, play it back across the red line, and they are across the blue line. Skating in now is Raploglu. He's going to play it in deep behind the net of Pettipiece. Flashes trying to just keep it away from the net there. And they do play it up ahead, trying to squeak this one out of their own defensive zone, battling for it at the blue line. UPJ trying to keep this one in, but the Flashes do get that one. As the seconds wind down, Flash is going to see if they can get a last-second offensive opportunity, but UPJ up the ice quickly as the Flashes go for a line change there. They're in the offensive zone now. Nice stick work there by the Flashes defense. Off the stick is Zanola with the poke check there. With 5 seconds left to play, Flashes just going to try to tie this one up behind their net, trying to play it up the boards, and they're just going to hold it in the corner boards and let this one go to intermission. And after 20 minutes, UPJ up 1-0 on your Kent State Golden Flashes. Fisher, what do you like about that period from the Flashes? What maybe would you like to see the Flashes improve on for next period?
I liked right around just after the 10-minute mark to maybe the 3-minute mark from the Flashes because they looked like the better team, in my opinion. They were forward-checking well. They were winning pucks in the offensive zone. It's just the small things, being able to keep that puck in the zone when it gets cleared back to the point, or just, putting your stick down for a pass and getting that pass right, or the stretch pass getting to the player you intended to get it to. It's the little things from Kent. I like how many shots they're putting on net, and I think there's a lot to build off that first period. There's a lot of cleanup, though.
And as you said, Fisher, by no means was that a bad period from the Golden
Definitely
Flashes. I really liked, as you said, the second half of that first period. It seemed like they really settled into more of what we know as their game. Obviously down 1-0, but if you watch the teams play, the score is not super reflected. UPJ got a nice bounce there. Obviously, they get the goal on that one. Tough rebound there, chance to handle for Pettipiece. But for the Flashes, I really liked the energy they came out with, and it seemed like, as we were saying, they really settled into their game. And let's see if they can continue to build on that as the second period and start off hot and see if they can tie this one up.
I think the way to describe the attacking part of this game is UPJ have had the better chances, but Kent have had more chances.
Absolutely.
And I think there's a lot still to capitalize. I've highlighted multiple times already Page's rebound control. So there's still plenty to improve on, get more shots from the point, get men in front, and then funnel to the net. I think that is a key. And then capitalize when you have odd man rushes, 3-on-2s, 2-on-1s. Just getting those little things right, and your Flashes are right back in this game.
Absolutely, Fisher. And after 20, Kent State down 1-0, but really started to settle into their game towards the back half of that first period. So we will be back, bringing you the second period action after a brief intermission. Stay with us, folks, and we'll be back with the action. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to fire up this second period of action. Flash is down 1. Looking to tie this one up here early in the second period and potentially take a lead. Players making their way back from the locker room, skating onto the ice. Got a nice crowd here tonight at the Kent State Ice Arena. Appreciate everybody who's come out to support the team, and to everybody tuning in live on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in to the broadcast. We appreciate the support, and as the team as well. Appreciates all the support we get. Thank you very much. Flash has got their starting line on the ice, just waiting for the Ice Cats to get their guys on the ice. We will get this party started. Flash is looking to start quick. As we were saying at the end of that first period, Flash has seemingly found a little bit more of their game, looking to see if they can build upon that and really settle in here in the second period.
Yeah, we talked about the quality of chances versus quantity of chances. Kent State definitely more chances than UPJ. Just haven't been able to find that spark. So you'd hope more chemistry on the ice from the Flashes can hopefully build them into the offensive zone more.
Now after the opening draw, they're going to just chip one in. Page just going to scoop that one up like he was in the MLB there off the ice. And we'll get an early stoppage just 6 seconds into this period. And this puck will be set up for the Flashes for an offensive zone opportunity. Croson at the dot against Rice. Croson wins that battle. Plays back to Timmons. Quick shot there. Puck is loose down low. Behind the net is Croson. Now he's going to play a pass up to Owley. Owley going to take a tough angle shot. Page just going to swallow that one up. And he will keep this puck in the UPJ zone. Good start there from the Flashes, generating that shot attempt, keeping this puck in the UPJ zone.
Yeah, we're only 16 seconds into the period, and that's 2 good shots for Kent State. Already liking what I see early on here.
Flashes getting a fresh line on the ice, as does the Ice Cats. Face off now to the right of Page. One back by the Flashes once again. They're looking to sustain this pressure. Puck takes a bounce into the center of the ice there. Backhand a chance there, and off the deflection again. 2 nice saves there by Page. Another save there by Page. Flash is pouring it on here with the shots early, but Page has been excellent so far. Flashes looking to get one here. Centering pass there, nothing there as that pass is broken up. Now the Ice Cats will get going the other way in the neutral zone. Now puck takes a bounce here. UPJ does get into the Golden Flash zone, but controlled there by Christian Gear. He's going to play back to Timmons as Gear tries to clear, and his clearing attempt gets deflected out of play, and this puck will be staying in the Kent State zone just 50 seconds into this second period. Really like that first offensive possession there, if you will, from the Flashes. Really sustained, a lot of shot attempts. Credit where credit is due. Page with some excellent saves there. Flashes just got to keep chipping away at it and see if we can squeak one in the back of the net. Puck is down one back by the Ice Cats. Flashes battling hard at the blue line to control this one. Nikolov going to chip it along the boards here, trying to clear the zone. And Gillespie just going to softly play this one out into the neutral zone. UPJ just going to fire one onto the net of Pettipies. He's just going to play it back behind his own net for Nikolov to pick up as the Flash is going to get going the other way. Strutt now going to really slow this one down behind his own net. Flash is getting into the position. Strutt now, he's going to skate away looking for an option. Off a stick of a UPJ player there, so no icing as Christian Gear is going to race for this one. But it looks like the refs call an icing. That took a bounce off a UPJ player as what it appeared from this vantage point, but looks like the refs did not see it that way. Not too sure what happened there.
I'm just as confused as you. I mean,
yeah, I thought it pretty clearly.
They can't see it, but I gave you a very funny look.
But it looks.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? It's not an offensive. It's not defensive zone faceoff. So it's.
Ref signaled for an icing, but they bring this puck to the center dot here. Not really sure what's going on there. A little confusion between the refs, it seems like. The Flashes will benefit here as they get the puck in the offensive zone. Skating hard for this one is Croson. He's going to try a centering pass. Donahue now with this puck, battling in the corner boards, plays up to the top of the point for Garnett. Garnett going to go play it across to his line by Nikolov. Nikolov going to try back into pass. That pass is deflected. Flashes looking to generate and sustain this pressure. Ice Cats now trying to play it up along the boards, kept in nicely by Nikolov. Chipped out of the zone by the Ice Cats, and here they come going the other way. Racing for this one is Strutt, and Strutt wins that race. Nice job there by Strutt to win this puck, and he's going to try to do it himself. He's skating in the neutral zone. He gets across the red line, but loses the handle on that one. Croson now, he's going to try to pass off the skate at Rice, but Rice can't control it. Finds a stick of Croson. Played with the high stick there. The Ice Cats will touch this one up. This puck will squeak out of the Kent State zone as we will get a stoppage off that high stick, with just 17:41 left to play in this second period.
Start of the second period of the start of the game, with just teams not being able to control the puck at all. So if it's anything like the first period, you'd hope that the upcoming minutes are the same as, like I said earlier, the minute 10 to about 7 minutes left in the first period, where Kent State had all the possession, all the momentum.
Flashes clear their zone. Will this puck have enough to go for icing? And it does, just off the side of the net there. This puck will be coming back into the Kent State zone. UPJ going to get their first offensive opportunity of the period off this face-off. Looks like the ref's going to line this one up to the left of the net of Cooper Pettipies. Nazarov for the Flashes on the dot against Aiden Freand. One back by Freand. UPJ just going to chip this one in deep. Circles around the net of Pettipies. Van Sickle trying to play it up the boards to Haney. Haney can't clear. Flyers there to pick that one up, and now the Flashes are off to the races. Nice move there by the Flashes. Quick shot there. And Page again with another glove save. He controls that one cleanly, and this puck will be staying in the UPJ zone. Both teams skating off for a line changes, getting some fresh guys on the ice. Puck down, one back by the Flashes. Kept in nicely by Timmons. He's just going to dump it in deep for Kent State. Ben Teedy now trying to clear this one for the Ice Cats. He loses the handle. Centering pass there for the Flashes. Just past the stick of Timmons. He's going to have to escape the zone. The Flashes will reset. Christian Gear now going to try to skate in. His chance is broken up. TD on the pressure. Ice Cats just going to send this one the length of the ice. No touch in the neutral zone. So this one will be an icing call, and the Flashes will be heading back to the UPJ zone for an offensive zone face-off.
That was a good early chance for the Flashes, making something out of nothing there and getting an offensive zone face-off from it. So, like I said, the Flashes kind of need that spark to make something out of nothing, just to get almost a lucky bounce, kind of like how UPJ had their goal. So I'm seeing a lot that I like from the Flashes. You just want to see more consistent, more clean play.
Flashes now trying to set up shop. There's a quick shot. One-timer there from Simpson. Nice save there by Page. Gillespie skating hard for this puck. He's going to play it up top to Outley. Outley going to play it down low, looking for Gillespie off the deflection there, wide of the net there. UPJ looking to control this puck in their own zone and break out. And they do across the red line now. Here come the Ice Cats. Skating in is Kerala. But McDermott controls this puck as it rings around behind the net of Petterpiece. Trying to chip it along the boards to Gillespie, and Gillespie clears the zone. Nice reverse hit there by Gillespie. Flash is looking to use that to get going the other way. Played in deep behind the net here. A few Flashes players skating off, getting a few fresh guys on the ice. Picked up in the neutral zone by Zanola. Zanola trying to skate in, but he has that puck taken off his stick. Nikolov now, he's going to try to get in the zone for the Flashes. He takes a tumble. Kept in at the top of the blue line now. Garnett going to wind up a slap shot. That shot is deflected. Puck is still loose. The Ice Cats just chip it out of their zone. They will skate off the ice with some tired UPJ players there on the ice. Flash is looking to regroup. Nikolov going to play it around the boards. Turnover here. Rice now picks this puck up. Rice takes a shot. Nice save there by Cooper Petterpiece. One-on-one chance there for the Ice Cats, and Petterpiece shuts it down. Rice now still skating hard for this puck. He tries a centering pass. Broken up there by Nikolov. He's going to play it up ahead to Bazarov. Now Bazarov, 2-on-2 chance here. He's skating with Zanola. Nice move there by Bazarov. He's going to go for a centering pass, but finds the stick of Rice instead. Now he's going to take it the other way. Rice now going to try to slow it down. He's going to chip a pass back. Shot there goes wide. Petterpiece just sticks that one away. Haney battling for this puck with Barbieri. Puck is in the air. Nikolov going to control it off the bounce. Play behind the net of his netminder, Petterpiece. And Strutt just going to control it behind his own net. Rest telling Strutt to get it moving. And he does, just trying to chip a pass there off the deflection from Rice there. UPJ keeping it in the zone. Flashes just need to break out of their own zone here. And this puck just squeaks out of the zone there. Looks like we will get a whistle blowing this play dead with 14:33 left to play in this second period. Looks like this faceoff is going to draw just outside the Golden Flash zone. Puck is down. Croson wins that one back to Van Sickle. Van Sickle going to play it up ahead to Quinn. We're covered here nicely now by the Ice Cats. Ice Cats just going to dump it in deep. Van Sickle takes that puck off his shoulder. He's going to play it up the boards, looking to clear this one to Donahue. Donahue just trying to get it across the blue line and out of the defensive zone for the Flashes. Finds a stick of Strutt once again. Strutt now, he's tied up along the boards. Milkivakis lays a nice check into him. Donahue now controls this bouncing puck, just trying to chip it ahead. This puck just squeaks out of the zone and the Flash is clear. Ice Cats will have to retreat. They're just going to go for it again, just trying to dump and chase here. Van Sickle racing hard for this puck, trying to win this one. Kept in at the blue line nicely there by the Ice Cats. Milkivakis trying to center a pass there. Nothing there for UPJ. Another pass takes a deflection, but Van Sickle stops that one before it ever sees another Petterpiece. Ice Cats still threatening here. Tough angle shot there. Nice save there by Petterpiece, staying close to his post. And that puck just squeaks out of the defensive zone. The Flashes get a desperate clear there. Got some tired Golden Flashes on the ice. Flashes desperately need a line change here. Nice save there by Petterpiece. And the Flashes just going to send it the length of the ice. And some obviously tired Golden Flash players here. Just looking to get a chance to get off the ice and get some fresh guys on the ice. UPJ looking to take advantage. But that icing call is going to bring this face-off right back into the Kent State zone. And the Flashes cannot get off the ice just yet.
This is probably, as of now, the most crucial face-off of this game. You've got plenty of Flashes players who have been out there for over a minute now, and so you got to get it clear here.
And there's the clear they were looking for. Here's the pressure now. Donahue picks it up off the misplay off the UPJ skate. He takes a shot that gets deflected off wide, but he does just enough to get his team in the line change. Nice job there by Donahue to get some fresh guys on the ice for Kent State. UPJ now moving the other way, but a fresh line on the ice for the Flashes. Nice work there by Fryer, and now he's moving through. He skates past two men. Fryer now skating in all alone. Fryer going to take a shot. Stopped there by Page. Haney now skating with Fryer. Outley racing for this puck in the opposite corner. He's going to turn a rifle shot. That puck is loose out in front. Page turns that one away once again. Just past the stick of Timmons now, and he is racing back into his own zone for this puck, and he is pressured by Cooch. On the stick of Fryer now, up to Bazarov. He makes a man miss. Bazarov skating in. He's got Haney with him. Bazarov, he is poke checked. UPJ going to control this puck. Flashes can't get in the zone cleanly. Outley now back to Center ice, plays it back to Timmons. He's going to play it across ice there for Bazarov. He's been skating with the puck on the string all night. Some nice moves there from Bazarov. Bazarov trying to make a man miss. He does. Bazarov with a quick shot. Nice blocker save there from Page once again, point blank. Kept in by Bazarov once again. He's having a great shift here. He's going to dump one in deep as Bazarov skates off. Great shift there from Bazarov.
And he's had quite a few of those where it seems like the puck, like you said, is almost on a string. Lots of nice dekes, good moves, get around a guy, get a shot off. So he's looked very lively this period.
Simpson rifles a shot that goes wide of the net, and the Flashes right back in the UPJ zone. Really like this pressure from the Flashes. Christian Gear's going to center a pass, looking for the backdoor pass to Garnett, just too far for his stick. Garnett going to play it up top for Christian Gear. They can't control that one cleanly. The Flashes will have to exit the zone. Tough break there for the Flashes. Now Nikolov going to try to chip a pass ahead, but picked up by the Ice Cats, and Rice now skating in. Rice still with the puck on his stick. He's going to try a centering pass. That puck takes a deflection in the air. Rosic now, he's going to try to center a pass. Goes across the way. Shot there, turned away by Pettipies. Nice blocker save from him. Nikolov just going to chip this one ahead. Kept in by Rosic once again. Nice shot there, and that one's going to be gloved up by Cooper Pettipies. And with 10:58 left to play in the second period, Flash is going to go on the defense here. Is UPJ going to get an offensive zone draw?
It's been more the same this game. There's been a lot of bobbled pucks. Over the last 5 minutes or so, Kent State has struggled at times to get out of their own zone. So you'd like to see them really be able to control pucks. And, you know, another thing that's it's a big deal, but it's also just another thing about it. There's too many times Kent State has been stuck in their defensive zone, and then you have tired skaters.
Home run pass there, and here come the Flashes now. Nice defensive play there as Flashes went for the home run pass. Skating in now, the Flashes. Centering pass there. What a save, point blank by Matthew Page. He has been unbelievable tonight, and the Flashes just trying to squeak one past him. Now skating for this puck hard. Here come the Flashes. Centering pass there once again. That pass is broken up. The UPJ stick in the passing lane. Strutt now going to race back for this one in the neutral zone. Flashes going for a quick line chase off the bench. Haney controlling this puck. He's going to play it up ahead to Fryer. Tied up now along the bench here. Little extracurricular after play. Haney gives him a little shove. We're going to get a little scrum right in front of the bench as players are getting involved. Haney's in there. Van Sickle's in there. Rosic is in there. Right in front of the UPJ Pence. A little pushing and shoving after the play. Haney's ready to let him go. He's still going at him. Right, still going after Rice. He's going after Rosic too. Haney is upset about something as he ain't letting him know. Haney was ready to go there, but no UPJ player was ready up for the task there on that one. And Haney's going to be sent off to the box there.
We had a great view of that scuffle, and the only thing that I have questions about is there were a couple UPJ players who weren't on the ice getting involved. Obviously, the hit was near their bench, So, you know, extracurriculars, as you said, it's starting to boil up. We've seen this in plenty of games this year, slowly starting to boil up, and it almost feels like a fight is evident at this rate.
It looks like, too, as you said, right in front of that bench, a couple UPJ players giving a little extra to Haney from the bench, but it looks like they are going to get penalized. Haney's in the box for the Golden Flashes, but Zaralfa for the Ice Cats, he's in the box as well, so it looks like we're going to get some even traded penalties here, thankfully. A little bit of 4-on-4 action, I believe. Looks like Haney's still talking to him, and those two are still talking through the boards there in the box. Somebody said something not so nice to Haney.
Yeah. You know, it happens. Like, it's contact sport, you know? Like,
hockey's a beautiful game.
Yes.
Looks like refs having a little discussion about this one, still making any final decisions here as the players just waiting their decision to see how this one's going to shake out. Refs going over to both benches to explain their decisions here to both coaches. And it looks like there's another Flash going to the box. Emmerling going to the box for Kent State as well. Somehow out of that scrum, Kent State's going to go down a man and give UPJ a power play.
It's interesting, the call. Obviously, plenty of players involved in that scuffle. And, you never know what could have happened. But it does also look like it's not going to be a 4-on-3. It's going to be a 5-on-4 power play. So, and I honestly prefer, I know both are bad, but having more men on the ice is always good. Because I was going to say, if it was going to 4-on-4, plenty of open space and a place where the Flashes could capitalize possibly would be odd man rushes, So now you're on the kill. Just stay disciplined on this kill. Clear the puck. Be safe with it. Don't be trying to do anything too crazy.
Off the first draw here in the Kent State zone, Flashes clear. Nice job there by the Golden Flashes. Down one, Flashes don't love to be on the penalty kill, but they're going to remain tough here and try to kill this penalty off, prevent UPJ going up another score. UPJ regrouping in their own zone, and now they're going to break up the ice. Cross ice pass there for Rice. Now Rice is going to skate this one in slowly into the Kent State zone. He's going to play a pass up to Barberi. Back to Rice. Rice going to look to unload a shot. He tries a center pass instead. Turned and fired a shot. That shot is deflected. Kept in at the blue line there by Rice. Tape to Barberi at the top of the point. Barberi's going to let a shot go. That shot takes a deflection wide to the net of Pettipiece. Down low for the ice. Gets back up to the top of the point to Barberi. Barberi, his shot gets deflected. Nice work there by the Flashes. Donahue to break that pass up. Flashes looking to turn and clear this one. Timmons skating hard for this puck. He's got this puck tied up in the corner. Two UPJ players now battling Timmons. He's got some reinforcements from Donahue. Rosic now going to play it up the top to Barberi. Barberi's shot gets deflected once again before it ever sees the net of Pettipiece. Hooch now, he's going to play back to Rice. Rice going to play to Barberi. Barberi going to skate in. He's going to try a cross backdoor pass there, and Rooch lights the lamp for the Ice Cats as the Flashes cannot kill this one off. And UPJ goes up 2-0 with 8:55 left to play in that second period. Credit given there for the Ice Cats. Nice pass there, backdoor pass. Flashes never seen it coming.
Yeah, very well disguised pass. Faking like he's going to shoot, then just sliding across the ice, and an open man on the backside. And it's tough for the Flashes on the kill, and it's tough to see, but just a very well-executed power play. The puck never went out of the Kent defensive zone during it, so it's just tough, and you got to stay now even more disciplined.
So they had that extra man in the box. Now Flashes still got 40 seconds here of a penalty, but is back to 5-on-5. I said both of those players that were involved in that initial scrum, they are still serving their time in the box. But as we said, we're back to 5-on-5 as off the initial face-off. This puck will be staying in the UPJ zone after Page covers that one up.
It's crucial for the Flashes to get the next goal in this game. You cannot let this get to a 3-0 game because, like I said, you've had so many chances. None of them have really been that amazing chance that you get every now and again. None of them have been like a breakaway style chance.
Garnett fans on his shot attempt at the top of the blue line. The UPJ skating in now into the Kent State zone. First man to this puck is Simpson. He's got some space to work with. He's going to play it back to Garnett behind the net of Pettipiece. Garnett now. He's going to play it up to Christian Geyer. Broken up now. Cooch going to try a centering pass. He takes a tumble to the ice. UPJ now trying to keep this one in the zone. Garnett going to just try to rifle this one along the boards. Looking to clear the zone are the Flashes. UPJ tough at the blue line, not letting this one get out of the offensive zone. But the Flashes do finally clear. Nice job there by Gillespie to break that one up with his body. Just can't control that puck. Flashes battling for this puck in the neutral zone. Nice nifty move there from Cooch. He's going to skate in. He's going to let a shot go. Nikolov just blocks that one with his skate, unfazed by that shot. He's going to press Cooch. He's going to shadow him. Nikolov there to give him some support to McDermott. Nikolov just going to play it up ahead to Fryer. Fryer's got the wheels. He gets removed from that puck. Down. Big hit there from McDermott. Flashes just trying to keep this puck in the offensive zone, and there's Strutt stepping up. He's going to let a shot go off the deflection, centering there, but nobody there for the Flashes. Lazarov keeping this one. He's going to try a centering pass. Fryer's going to turn and let a shot go off the pad there of Page once again. Fryer picks this one up once again. Fryer going to skate in. UPJ can't clear the zone. Fryer behind the net of Page. He's looking for an option. He's going to try a centering pass. Broken up there by UPJ. TD. Fryer all the way back to his own zone. Had the puck on his stick for a while now. Van Sickle now skating with this puck in the neutral zone. He's just going to dump it in deep. Flashes get a few new players on the ice now. UPJ controlling this one. Just going to chip it in the center ice. Nice job there by Strutt to control this one. Just trying to battle to get to the red line, and he does. Flashes can't get in cleanly. Van Sickle going to try a pass. Hits the body of Donahue. Now Donahue going to skate with this one. He's going to try a shot. Puck is loose, and the rebound is covered up by Page once again. And with 6:16 left to play in this second period, puck staying in the UPJ zone, as both players that were involved in that scrum are finally out of the box.
I think the Flashes really need something to change the momentum of this game. Since that scuffle, and even since the start of the second period, the Flashes have almost been on the second foot for majority of the time. I think they need something that can get whether it's a big hit, a possible fight. I know we talked about it after that scuffle, or just a goal, any big thing to happen where it swings the momentum back in their way.
Absolutely, Fisher. It feels like the Flash is just waiting for their big moment to really turn the tide in this game and really get the momentum swinging their direction. They've been close all night. They've had some great offensive chances. They've had some big hits, but just can't get that one to really turn the tide just yet. Centering pass there, Flashes into the UPJ zone. Rosic now just going to dump this one in deep, looking for his man to win this race, and they do. Timmons now back for this puck. Quinn's going to stick that one away as that one tries to trickle towards Pettipies. Rice now picks this puck up deep into the Kent State zone. Donahue now with possession. He loses possession. That shot is deflected. Rice now wide open in the back door. He's going to try a cross-ice pass. Nothing there. Carl Alpha now he's going to turn to fire a shot. Nice stick work there by Timmons. Puck is tied up along the near side boards. Donahue in there. Timmons is in there. This puck finally squeaks loose into the neutral zone. Quid now going to win this puck for the Flashes. He's across the red line. He's just going to dump one in deep. Takes a deflection off the body there of Plowman. Moving through the zone quickly are the Ice Cats. Ice Cats going to turn a rifle a shot. Nice save there by Pettipies. Outley going to take it behind his own net and try to play it up the boards to Christian Geyer. Outley now with possession. He's going to slow it down a little bit. So he's got some space to work with. Chipped head off the stick of Geyer. Geyer racing hard. No icing call there. Flash is just trying to keep this in the zone. There's Gillespie now. Gillespie going to try to chip a shot in deep. Puck is loose. Nothing there for the Flashes. This puck evades danger for the Ice Cats. Geyer now going to play this one. He's going to play to Garnett. Cross-ice pass there. Looking for the tip off Gillespie. Just can't find his stick. Another cross-ice pass. Stepping into that one is Garnett. Just off the side of the net there. Flashes building the pressure now. Behind the net of Page. Ice Cats trying to swing this one around the boards. Kept it at the top of the point. Flashes looking to play with some speed here. Gillespie chips it down low to Garnett. Ice Cat's going to try to swing it around the boards. Nikolov falling down, keeps that one in at the blue line. What a play by him. Excellent effort there by Nikolov. Rice going to slow this one down in his own zone. Looking to clear, but he cannot. Kept in nicely by Strutt at the blue line. Flashes trying to swing this momentum. That puck just clears the zone. Flashes will have to retreat. Gillespie now he lays a big hit. Two players take a tumble. Simpson now skating in deep. Ice Cats player down slow to get up. Van Sickle now, he's going to skate in at top of the blue line. He's going to let a shot go. His shot gets deflected. Center ice pass there, but it finds a stick of a UPJ player again. Simpson lays a check after the play there. This puck's going to make its way all the way down to the Kent State zone. It looks like we are going to get an icing call, bringing this puck back to the UPJ zone.
That was a solid, good, nearly 2 minutes
Great
of
shift.
offense. Fantastic shift. And it's what we've been waiting for, just being able to control pucks in the offensive zone, getting shots on net, lots of great opportunities there. Nikolov with a fantastic save at the blue line there to keep that puck in, falling down. So I loved what I just saw from the Flashes. You need more of that, and then you get a goal, and then you continue to put that pressure on.
To the right of Page now, draws this face-off. Flashes looking to strike here and get on the board. Winning the face-off there. Shot there. It's blockered away by Page. Flash is still buzzing here. Fryer going to play it over to Haney. Haney going to play it in down low. Puck finds its way back onto the stick of Haney. Haney going to try to center pass. Nobody there for the Flashes. Can't keep that one at the blue line, and Kent State will retreat. Nice play there. As UPJ goes for a line change, Flash is looking to move quick. Bazarov now, he can't control this puck. It rattles off his stick. Flash is keeping at the blue line, however. Gillespie, nice job by him. That puck squeaks away. Van Sickle now going to race back for this puck in his own zone. Trying to control this one and give the Flashes possession. Puck rolling on him a little bit. Plays it along the boards. That puck centered there by UPJ. Strutt racing for this puck now in the opposite corner boards. Strutt tied up with Van Sickle. Van Sickle takes a tumble to the ice. Centering pass there. Nice job by Bazarov to keep that one away from danger. Bazarov, he's going to play a nice pass up to Fryer. Now here comes Fryer. He's skating and he's got some help with him. Fryer going to slow it down a little bit. Trying to play one for Owley, but this puck leaves the zone. The Flashes having to regroup once again. Timmons gets to the red line. He's going to send a shot in deep. Page going to just slow this one down. And with some pressure there from the Flashes ensuing, he's just going to cover this one up with 2:18 left to play in the second period. A little discussion after the play right in front of the net of Page there. Looks like Quinn once again just having a little chat with some of the Ice Cats. Flashes desperately trying to get on the board here late in the second period to at least cut this deficit down to 1. Offensive zone draw for them, and they win the faceoff. Stepping into that one, there's the Flashes. A nice glove save there by Page once again, and we will do it again in the UPJ zone.
Like you said just before that, if they get a goal in the next 2 minutes and then come out playing like they have been within these last 5 minutes, there is every opportunity that Kent State can go ahead and come all the way back and win this game, because these past 5 minutes, they've been the better team. They've had more puck possession. They've had better chances. They're doing all the right things. It's just they can't get past Page, who has been very good tonight.
I think that's the best way to put it, Fisher, so far. They've been doing all the right things. They've really, really settled into their game here in this second period, and I really like what I've seen from them this period. But that factor that's just, negating them from getting on the board is Matthew Page has been a brick wall so far, to say the least.
He has. And I still, throughout this, I haven't said it this second period, which is surprising, there's still some rebounds, even on dump-ins, put pressure on, because we saw earlier the last dump-in, there was no Flashes player really around, and then all of a sudden the Flashes player comes up to him, and he covers the puck, forcing an offensive zone face-off.
Shots on net leads to offensive opportunity, as you say, Fisher. That is the golden key here for the Flashes. Rice now with the possession in his own zone with just 1:30 left to play here in this second period. Outley now behind his own net. He's going to swing it over to Timmons. Timmons going to play it back to Outley. Rice is there for UPJ, trying to bring some pressure for the Ice Cats. Nice stick work there by Outley. Donahue there with some reinforcement. Puck is loose out in front of the net of Pettipies. Shot is deflected out in front. Flash is looking to get going the other way. Outley, he's going to play it back to Timmons. Timmons got a little bit of space to work with here. Timmons just going to try to chip it ahead, looking for Geyer to win this one. Geyer skating hard for this puck, and he does. Some reinforcements coming fresh off the bench there. Geyer takes a tumble into the corner boards. Off the bench, Nikolov, he's got some. He lets a shot go, and Page covers up that rebound. Off the deflection, we're getting a little scrum after the whistle. Simpson was in there, took a little extra jab as Page struggled with that rebound. The Ice Cats promptly on that one. A little mix-up here after the play.
I love it from the Flashes.
I love it.
Because like I said earlier, you got to change the momentum somehow. I think they have with all the offensive zone time they've had. But this, all it does is continue to get more and more momentum on their side. It's just now, can you figure out how to beat Matthew Page?
Like you said, looking for that moment to turn the tide. They got to do something here to get that momentum going. I like it. Like we say, when that puck is still loose, as Page, bobbled that rebound there, that puck whistles hasn't been blown. That puck is still live.
Like
the Ice Cats may not like it, but the Flash is playing to the whistle.
Playing to the whistle. That's every sport for you, not just hockey at
Absolutely.
all.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Nothing wrong. It's not like the Flashes are like being overly aggressive, should be getting penalties. No, they're just doing the simple stuff.
Flashes win the draw. Now looking for this last second goal with just under a minute left to play in this second period. Garnett turns away from him, man. He's going to try a centering pass. Puck squeeze out to Nikolov. Nikolov now, he's going to skate in down, let the die. He's going to try a backhand shot. Turned away there by Page. UPJ going to slow this one down as much as they can as the seconds wind down in this period. 30 seconds left to play. Pettipies out of his crease to play this puck up the boards to Quinn. Off the back of his skate. Ice Cats looking for this pressure here. Centering pass there. Puck is loose. Flashes looking to clear. Cooch now, he's going to turn and let a shot go. His shot goes wide. 15 seconds left to play in this second period. Ice Cats threatening. That puck is loose, and off the rebound, Nick Rosich wide open as Pettipies dropped his stick. Nothing but open net from Rosich. making the score 3-0 in favor of the UPJ Ice Cats. Tough break there for the Flashes. Not the way you want to end that period.
It's tough. I mean, we've been praising the Golden Flashes for it feels like the last 10 minutes, and it's just that lucky bounce. You know, Pettipiece makes the save, puck bounces out, and then just no one on your man and puts it into the back of the net. You're not going to miss those chances.
And to your point earlier, Fisher, the Flashes have had by far more opportunities, but it seems for the Ice Cats, they have more players in the right place at the right time. They have been generating less chances, but with the chances they do get, it's seeming on all these goals they have a guy waiting for that deflecting puck, waiting for that bouncing puck, and they've been in the right spot at the right time. As this second period expires and the score 3-0 in favor of the UPJ Ice Cats, Flashes with a lot of work here to do in the third period coming up. Fisher, where do the Flashes need to start to try to get one on the board?
I think the first thing is something I just heard. One of the UPJ players, as walking into the locker room, says, "This game ain't over," as well as a loud yeah. They said it better. The game's not over. So that shows that they're going to keep pushing, but that's got to be the Flashes' mentality as well. And you just you take the 10-minute span that we were praising them a ton, and you look at that and you look how you can do better. And obviously the thing is, the problem for the Flashes is there's not much you can do better because of how good Matthew Page has been.
Yeah, Page has played an excellent game, and the difference really has been those rebounds. The Flashes just trying to squeak one in the back of the net, but nothing bouncing their way really so far up to this one. And to the credit of Page, he has been playing an excellent game. And as we said, UPJ just seemingly in the right place at the right time.
And then just the third goal is an absolute killer.
It's a heartbreaker.
Just with 11 seconds left on it. After such a good second period, it makes it just that much harder to come back from. I still think if the Flashes score next, there is still a chance. They've been, but we've said it. This has not been a bad game at all.
At all.
It's just been a frustrating game. You can tell UPJ, undefeated for a reason and stuff. But this hasn't been a bad game at all.
And as you said, UPJ undefeated, clearly a great team. And really in this game, it's the little things that the Flashes have been losing on. The little bounces, the little bit effort plays, the little passes here and there. And that's what UPJ, they've won those battles on those little things. And clearly that's why they are a very good team, and that's why they're a tough opponent.
And there was a couple times in the second period there where the Flashes had good shots, and the puck would kind of spurt out to around one of the circles. You'd like to see a defenseman crashing there. The last goal for UPJ, someone's right there on the dot where, you replay that at the other side of the ice. If a Flash is there, it's the same exact thing. Like you said, just having players in the right spots.
So after 40 minutes of play, UPJ up 3-0. After a brief intermission, we'll be back with the third period action looking for this Golden Flash comeback to begin. Stay with us, folks, and we'll be back momentarily for the third period action. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Kent State Ice Arena. We are coming at you live, getting underway to start this third period. Flash is down 3-0 to the Ice Cats in this one up to this point. And I think for the Flash's biggest thing to get this one started is they got to get on the board here early if they want to see a chance to win this game.
100%. And we talked all intermission about it, and even going into the intermission, how good the Flashes were in that second period, and just the unfortunateness of that third goal for UPJ. But I said it. If they can get one in probably the first 5 minutes, they're still in this game. And even now, they're still in the game. Like I mentioned, UPJ players said it. Game's not over. And a story tonight has been, it's not over till the whistle blows.
That's the beautiful thing about hockey. 60 minutes, and we've only played 40. 20 minutes is a lot of time. We've seen more goals scored in 20 minutes before. So
100%. One of the games we called was 8-3.
Yeah.
So the Flashes can score.
It is
possible. They can
possible.
score at will.
Yeah.
There's every possibility.
I think to your point, Fisher, I think with the Flashes to get one on the board, then that'll start opening up the floodgates. I think they can really start to pour it on. Players banging against the boards here, and we are underway to start this third period. Let's see if the Flashes can respond to the UPJ lead here. Off the draw, Flashes dump it in deep, but UPJ promptly on this one. Rosic skating hard for this one. Flash is going to try to play it. No touch there in the neutral zone, so we will get an early icing call with this puck heading back to the Kent State zone. Just 16 seconds into this third period.
We talked about momentum, kind of going off what we were talking about before the period started. We talked about all that momentum, and I mentioned how the Flashes need something to go their way in this game. I think whether it's a fight, a goal, even just a really good chance.
Here comes a chance for the Flash.
We've mentioned it as well. We're yet to see a amazing chance for the Golden Flashes. We've seen half chances and all that. Once something goes their way, I think that's when the floodgates open.
Donahue is skating hard, trying to make a chance there for the Flashes, but nothing there. Puck broken up in neutral ice by Outley. Outley going to take it into the offensive zone for Kent State. Outley looking for this puck. UPJ clears the zone quickly, however. Kent going to rifle a shot, trying to dump it in deep, but just on the net of Page. He's just going to turn this way to Rapogel. Now skating into the offensive zone is Rice for the Ice Cats. Behind the net now, Flashes looking to generate some speed, going the other way. Gillespie has his pocket picked. Gillespie battling hard to get that puck back. UPJ trying to set something up. Flashes battling for this puck. It takes a deflection. Flashes can't control it, however. Now UPJ right back in the offensive zone. Nice stick work there by Timmons. Timmons just going to chip one up along the boards. Looking for the stick of Gillespie. Puck is loose now. Racing hard for this one is Simpson. Barbieri now. He's going to play one over to his men. They're going to clear the zone in the neutral zone. UPJ with possession, and they're going to just dump it in deep. Pettipiece out behind his net. It looks like we are going to get a whistle here. Let's see what the call is. And I believe they called an ice there. Yeah, looks like the ref called the ice. He's just going to drag this puck back into the UPJ zone.
It's the second time this game where they've called icing.
Questionable icing.
And it's a little questionable. Ref explaining it now. I'm not really sure how to explain it myself.
Yeah, Pettipiece was way out behind his net looking to play that puck, and they blew the whistle there. Another little bit of a weird one, but the Flashes will take it. They're going to get an offensive zone draw.
If they score off this,
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining.
Take what you can get. Off the draw. UPJ winning this one. Chipped ahead now. Ice Cats racing hard for this puck. Strut first one back. And this time we will get an icing. UPJ not happy with that one either. Flashes will take it again.
That one's a little more clear.
Yeah,
than icing.
yeah.
The Flashes were clearly there first.
Yeah. Flashes had it right back down to the UPJ zone, and they'll take another stab at this offensive zone faceoff. I think that's the biggest thing for the Flashes is every offensive zone opportunity they have to make the most of it. Have to get shots on net, have to try to put some pressure on Page. He's been good here tonight, but they got to try to see if they can get him to crack. Fryer going to play one back top of the point, looking for the deflection down low to Haney. Nothing there. Haney going to spin it around behind the net there. Racing hard for this one is Bizarrov. Ice Cats can't clear. Strut keeping this one in. Now the Ice Cats clears. They fire one opposite side of the ice. Van Sickle's there to pick it up for Kent State. He's going to try to play it in deep. Controlled by Barbieri again. He's going to just dump one in deep into the Kent State zone. Flash is looking at this one. Van Sickle, nice positioning there to win that puck. Just past the stick of Haney. Takes a deflection in front of the net. Wide of the net of Pettipiece. Flash is looking to get going the other way. Got to strike quickly if they want to keep going in this one. Dumped in again by Morano. Ice Cats on the attack once again. Strut going to play it along the boards behind his own net up to Haney. Haney now looking to build up a rush, but his pass attempt is broken up. Flash is looking to find Fryer there. Pass broken up once again. Early on, a lot of possession here from the UPJ Ice Cats in this one. Kent State just going to dump it in deep once again. Going for the line change, trying to get some fresh skaters on the ice. Ice Cats going to take their time building up this rush. Broken up in the neutral zone, but Kent State just trying to turn and dump in deep, but the Ice Cats are right there. They're going to use this as an opportunity to try to get in the Kent State zone. The Flash is not having that one. Flash is playing it up to the stick of Quinn. Played back to Rosic now. Penrose fans on his pass attempt. Now Outley skating hard for this puck. Outley going to try to break into the UPJ zone. Outley just going to chip it in deep behind the net there, looking to set something up for the Flashes. He's got help with him. Outley still skating hard for this puck. UPJ plays it around the boards behind the net of their own netminder. Kent State dumps it in back deep. Quinn now with the puck on his stick. He's going to play a pass up top to Outley. Outley going to look for an option. He's going to try a shot. That shot goes high over the net of Page. UPJ just looking to clear, and they do. Flashes back in the neutral zone, slowing this one down and quickly now moving into the zone. They're just going to dump one in deep and go for the line change instead of chasing that puck. UPJ going to slow it down once again as we've played about 4 minutes now in this third period. Simpson now off the deflection. He's trying to battle for this puck. He's got Gear with him. Gear's going to center pass for Gillespie. Gillespie going to try a backhanded pass. His shot goes wide. Gillespie now with the possession of the puck now for the Flashes. Gillespie gets tied up. Simpson's there for the reinforcement. Simpson wins that puck out of that scrum. Simpson gets removed from the puck there by the UPJ defense. Geyer now going to play it up top to Haney. He's going to rifle shot. His shot gets deflected at the top of the point. And the Ice Cats clear the zone once again. Flashes tough in the neutral zone. And they will get an offside warning as Simpson just had one skate in the offensive zone still as that puck cleared the zone. So we will get a stoppage in play with 15-19 left to play in the third period.
That was one of those offensive zone shifts where, like I talked about, right going into second intermission, having a defenseman, Kent State's defensemen have been very conservative, stayed home at the blue line. You'd like to see one of them get down into more of the offensive zone to be there, kind of like what we talked about, where you look at that from a UPJ standpoint, they've had a guy there for those rebounds, for those opportunities. Kent State haven't. So I think that's going to become a key here, and you got to start at some point. You're down 3-0. You got to snap into a more aggressive offensive style of play.
And going to your point, just hit the 5-minute mark in this third period already. Flash is still nothing to show for their efforts here tonight. Desperately got to try to get that first one on the board.
Yeah, it's tough, obviously, because we've praised Page a ton, but it has been one of those nights where I feel like the Flashes could do a little more offensively.
Nice save there off that shot, off the stick of number 26 on UPJ. Replogle, Pettipies just absorbs that shot attempt, keeping this puck in the Kent State zone. Both teams going to head off for a line change here. Fresh skaters on the ice. Ref setting this draw up to the right of Pettipies. Puck is down, one back by the Flashes. Van Sickle going to chip it along to Geyer. Geyer with possession, trying to chip it along the boards, getting out of the zone. Finds the stick of Gillespie, back to Geyer. He's going to play it up to Simpson. Simpson now skating in. He's got some speed going. He's just going to dump it in deep behind the net of Page. Looking for Gillespie to win this one. Off the bench, Zanola now. Shot attempt there. Gillespie deflected off the puck there. Zanola trying to chip one in along the boards. Gillespie's in the tie up there. Zanola's in the tie up there. Rice is in the tie up there. Puck is not moving. No whistle here yet from the refs. Neither player moving the puck, and now that puck is loose. Flash is still battling for this puck, however. UPJ going to send it around behind the net of their own goalie, Replogle. Just going to play it up. Flashes can't keep it in. Now Cooch skating in for the Ice Cats. He tried to make a move. Nice stick work there by Van Sickle to break up his opportunity. Slow down that rush. Now here comes Strutt. He's going to skate in with some speed. Strutt now dances into the offensive zone. Strutt going to try to get this puck deep. He's going to look to center a pass. He's behind the net now. The Ice Cats clear. Flash is going to have to race all the way back to their end of the ice, but they will get the icing call here, bringing this puck back to the UPJ zone with 13:24 left to play in this third period. Flashes haven't had a ton of offensive opportunities here in this third period, and they are in desperate need of one now.
Yeah, exactly. Time's slowly running out, and like I said, I think it's about that time for them to switch into that really aggressive style play, because like we've said, they haven't played bad. If they get one, that's so much momentum. And we've seen what the Golden Flashes could do with momentum.
And at this stage in the game, as you said, Fisher, every shift matters. Deflected off the puck there. Backhand a chance from McDermott. Another save there by Page. Flashes looking to build off that. McDermott now with possession of the puck along the boards. He's going to skate down into some space. He's going to let a shot go. His shot gets deflected off the stick of Cooch there for UPJ and out of play. But this puck will stay in the UPJ zone. Both teams, again, getting a line change, getting some fresh guys on the ice. Like that from the Flashes, those shot attempts on the net there lead to more offensive chances with another offensive zone draw coming up. Puck is down, tied up off the draw, and squeaks out to possession of the Ice Cats, and they're going to move in with some speed. Shot there on the net of Pettipies. He's going to deflect that one in front of him for Timmons. Timmons going to play it along the boards there. No, nobody touched it for Kent State in the neutral zone, so there will be an icing call, and this puck will be coming right back to the Kent State zone. Ref's going to set this face-off to the left of the net of Cooper Pettipies. Flash is looking to desperately clear, break out of their own zone, get an offensive chance moving the other way. Puck is down. Off the draw, UPJ with possession. Backhanded pass there. Puck is loose. Scrum for the puck in front of the net. Pushing and shoving in front of the net. And now we're going to get another scrum after the play. Quickly broken up there by the refs. Nothing's going to come of this scrum. Puck was loose. It looked like under Pettipies. He just couldn't find it. No whistle from the refs, however. Players were playing there. Like it. Got to like it from both teams. You know, playing hard, playing to the whistle. That's what it's all about. Good break there for the Flashes as Pettipies finds that one under him. Both teams getting some fresh legs out on the ice. We'll do it again. Same dot here on this face-off. This time the Flashes win the draw. Now they're going to look to get going the other way. No control there from the Ice Cats. They're going to send it the length of the ice. Do the Flashes. Simpson on pursuit now. He's got some help with him, but UPJ clears the zone. Garnett back in the neutral zone, trying to play it back into the offensive zone for the Flashes. The UPJ with control. Barbieri now, he's going to send a shot in deep. And it looks like no touch there from the Ice Cats. So we will get an ice game, but this time in favor of the Golden Flashes. This puck will get them an offensive zone draw with 12:23 left to play in this third period. As the time winds down here, Fisher, each face-off getting more crucial and crucial in the offensive zone for the Flashes as they win this one. Nikolov trying to skate it in. He's going to try to play a pass over to Garnett. Garnett going to turn and let a shot go. That shot gets deflected before it ever sees Page. Now moving the other way are the Ice Cats. Centering pass there for UPJ. And another shot there. Nice save there by Pettipies, just using the body to control that one. And this puck will be staying in the Kent State zone off that save from Pettipies.
Like you were mentioning, every faceoff is crucial at this rate in the game, and time is slowly running out, unfortunately. And there's still a little bit of belief there, but there hasn't been much quality. And we've talked about all game. There has not been much quality opportunity-wise for Kent. It's more of half chances, shots from the point. There hasn't been any golden opportunities to capitalize and have that great scoring chance.
Puck bouncing around behind the net of Pettipies now. UPJ trying to keep it in at the blue line. Just dump it back in deep. Flashes looking to break out quickly here. Van Sickle going to try to chip a pass along the boards there. They do get out of their own zone. Flashes now fighting for this puck in the neutral zone. UPJ going to dump it in deep, however. Once again, Van Sickle, first man back for the Flashes. He's going to play it up to Donahue. Donahue has the puck taken off his stick as he tries to clear. Puck bouncing around now in front of the net of Pettipies. Centering pass there. Nice job by Pettipies to find that puck through the crowd. Oh, and a shove after the play. And now we're going to get some pushing and shoving. Another scrum in front of the net of Pettipies. Late hit there at the end of that play. And both teams are fired up now. Refs having to break this one up. Tensions are boiling over, as you said earlier in this game. Tensions continuing to boil over.
I'm fine with it because just like I said, anything to make momentum, anything to create any opportunity that gives you maybe a power play or anything is a great help to the Flashes. And that seemed like just one of your classic post-whistle shuffles that we've seen quite a few times in this game. So nothing will come from it, but, you know, I'm fine with it.
Yeah. Flash has got to turn that energy and that physicality into some offense here and keep that momentum moving their way. Can't let them get too frustrated. Got to keep their head on their shoulders here. Flash is going to slow this one down behind their own net. Look to break out of their zone now. And they break out cleanly. Now here comes Bazarov skating in with some speed. He's going to try to skate past his man. He takes a shot. Page off the glove rebound there. Just going to cover this one up. With 11:02 left to play in the third period, this puck will be staying in the UPJ zone. Another crucial offensive zone faceoff for the Flashes once again. Puck is down, one back by Bazarov. Fryer trying to win that one, and he does. And Outley can't keep that one just at the blue line. Flashes will have to clear with the offside warning, and they touch that puck for an offside call, moving this faceoff outside the UPJ zone. Tough break there for the Flashes. Puck is down now. Flashes win that one and dump it in deep off the stick of Fryer. Plays it alongside for Emmerling. Fryer behind the net of Page here. Looking to center a pass there. Off the side of Timmons. And his shot gets deflected again. With 10:44 now left to play in this third period as the seconds continue to wind down. Flashes looking to build on this chance here. Going to move this face off to the opposite dot now, to the left of Page. Tied up off the draw. And won nicely there by the Ice Cats. However, possession quickly regained by your Golden Flashes. Outley trying to skate in to beat a couple men. Outley now with possession, going to play it down low, looking for Fryer, but swings all the way around to Emmerling. Emmerling now tied up along the boards. Emmerling going to just try to shuffle it past the center ice. Nobody home there for the Flashes. UPJ trying to break out of their own zone, and they do. This puck rolls onto the stick of Kent State once again. Entry pass there from the Flashes, a little too hot to handle. They do regain possession nicely. Fryer now with the puck on his stick. He's going to play it back up top for Garnett. Garnett going to let a shot go. Pad save there by Page. Another pad save there by Page off the shot of Nikolov. He takes a tumble to the ice. Bazarov keeps his puck in. Bazarov going to play it down low, looking for Nikolov. Nikolov at the top of his blue line. He tries a pass, and now UPJ moving the other way with speed. 3-on-2 chance here for the Ice Cats. They let a shot go. Nice defensive work there by the Flashes to not let that puck get onto the net of their netminder Pettipies. Now Emmerling skating. He's going to try to bring this one in deep for the Flashes in the offensive zone. He takes a tumble to the ice. Garnett now trying to control this one. Loses the puck at the blue line. UPJ racing the other way quickly. Nice back check there by the Flashes. They get back to help out Garnett. Kent State chips this one deep into the zone. Zanola, first man there for the Flashes. He looking for some reinforcements, but his pass is deflected by a good stick there by the UPJ defense. Puck tied up along the boards. Now McDermott's battling for this puck. And now here come the Ice Cats. UPJ player takes a tumble to the ice. No call there. Zanola chips it cross ice as the Flashes look to settle this down a little bit, get going. McDermott turning for this puck. Now Zanola, he's got a good chance. Puck is loose down low. Nobody can find it. Sticked away from trouble by Rice. Van Sickle now, he's going to try to play a shot down low. McDermott picks this one up deep into the UPJ zone. Ruggles battling there with him. Shot attempt there. Gets deflected out of play, and we'll get another face-off in the UPJ zone with 8:35 left to play in this third period. Intensity ramping up for the Flashes, but not much to show for it, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, the physicality is there. You had that great chance right out in front, and the Flashes just couldn't get the puck onto their stick. That's one of those opportunities that you look for. If that's on your stick, I'd say 9 times out of 10 that's a goal. It's just the puck luck tonight has not been there.
Yeah. A lot of these pucks not bouncing the way of the Kent State Golden Flashes. Face off to the left of Page. Puck is down. Flashes win possession out of the face-off there. And looks like we're going to get a penalty call against UPJ. Centering pass there. Gillespie tried a shot there up close. Page is going to swallow that one up. But it looks like we're going to get a penalty against UPJ, and the Flashes are going to get a power play.
I believe we got a Kent State power play.
Barbieri, number 22, going to the box for the Ice Cats, meaning Kent State's going to get a power play here. Much-needed power play at this stage in the game. 8 minutes left. Time winding down, but still enough time. Kent State desperately needs to find one on this power play, though.
I think if you don't get one here, it's a massive opportunity missed, and you need it at this point. This is your chance to put together some of that fantastic offensive zone pressure that they've had.
Caralfo battling hard for the Ice Cats, and he's going to send this the length of the ice. Flash is going to have to retreat to their own zone. They're going to look to coordinate their attack and march up the ice. Leading this attack is Christian Geyer. Geyer going to chip it ahead to Simpson. Simpson can't get that pass where he wants to, and the Ice Cats will dump it back in deep to the Kent State zone. Pettipies out of his crease to slow it down for his man Outley. Outley now, he's going to skate. He's going to look to make a move. He's going to look to march this puck up the ice for the Golden Flashes. Plays it cross ice to Geyer. Geyer's across the red line. He's just going to dump it in deep. And the Flashes are going to go to work here now. But the Ice Cats clear once again. Nobody there at the blue line for the Flashes. Cross ice there. Timmons, he can't enter the zone as Gillespie was offsides. Flashes going to have to slow it down once again. Already a minute gone in this penalty, and not much to show for it for the Flashes. Flashes just looking to get in the offensive zone. Croson going to skate hard in. He's going to skate it in deep into the zone of the Ice Cats. Croson now, he's looking to play it to his man. He finds the stick of Garnett. He's going to play a pass down low to Fryer. Fryer's going to fan on his shot. Regains possession of that puck. He's going to center a pass, looking for Quinn, and another save there by Page. Flashes with a good look there, but Page with an even better stop. 45 seconds left on the power play for the Flashes with 7:13 left to play in the third period.
It's not what you want to see from a power play. It took them almost a full minute to get into the offensive zone. I don't want to sound too harsh, but the lack of urgency on the you're 3-0 down. And you know, granted, tough entry with how much of a low block that UPJ is playing, but still, you got to show a little bit more aggressiveness still.
Croson at the top point, going to play it over to Garnett. Garnett going to go tape to tape for Croson. That puck slips off his stick. Croson going to chip it in down low, looking for the stick of Fryer, just too far for him to control. Don Hughes there to get that puck over to Quinn. Takes a weird bounce off the boards. Quinn racing for this puck. He's going to play it back down low to Fryer. Fryer going to play it up the boards, looking for Garnett. Garnett going to try to play it over to Croson. That pass is broken up. Big hit there by Croson in open ice. But with 10 seconds left on this power play. Flashes looking to get going that other way here, as the Ice Cats are now out of the box, as this penalty is officially over and 6:25 left to play. Flashes need to move quickly here. Zanola trying to skate this one in himself. He takes a tumble to the ice. Ruggles battling for this puck for the Flashes. Flashes going to dump it in deep, and now they have to go to work again. Skating hard for this one are the Flashes. Ruggles battling for this puck along the boards. He's got Zanola there with the help. Ruggles takes a tumble to the ice. Zanola's there with him. Looks like we are going to get a whistle here. Let's see what the call is. Looks like we're going to get a Golden Flash player going to the box. It's going to be number 11, Carter Zanola. He's going to take a penalty here late in this one. And with 6:02, Flashes going to go on the penalty kill, and really, really tough one to take there for the Flashes. Really dampers their chances in this one. Ice Cat's going to go on a power play here. Kent State just looking to survive, even get a shorthanded attempt here if they want to keep fighting in this one.
Yeah, 100%. But we've seen how good this UPJ power play is. 1 from 1 on the power play, of course.
Flashes on the kill now. Tied up behind the net of Pettipies. UPJ smelling blood in the water. Kent State clears the length of the ice. UPJ will have to retreat. Pressure here coming from the Flashes as they need to get on the board. Now here comes Barbieri. Now he's going to play a pass over to Rice. Rice now skating in for the Ice Cats. Ice Cats looking to build on this lead. Rice going to skate it all the way around behind the net. He's going to play a pass over to Barbieri. Tape to tape back to Rice. Rice surveying for an option top of point. He's going to let a shot go deflected down loose. Pettipies finds that one through the traffic, and he's going to hold on to that one. And with 5:23 now left to play in the third period, Flash is still with about 1:22 left to kill on this penalty, as they're going to get some fresh guys on the ice. Timmons is going to rifle this one along the boards. UPJ can't keep this one in now. They will have to retreat. Barbieri, he's going to play a pass over to Rosic. Rosic now. His pass gets deflected. Nice work here by the Flashes, shorthanded to bring some pressure. Donahue skating in now is the Ice Cats. Turnover there by the Ice Cats as they can't get into the zone cleanly. Offside warning there, and the Flashes will get a little bit of possession time here, but they're just going to play it deep. Puck takes a deflection in the neutral zone, bounces in the air. UPJ finds possession once again. Rice now skating in. He's across the blue line. Just going to dump it in deep along the far side boards. Looking for his man to win this one. Played up to the top of the point. Can't control it at the top of the blue line are the Ice Cats. Flash is going for a quick line change now. Rice now going to skate this one in for the Ice Cats. Broken up there nicely by the Flash's defense. Croson working hard on this penalty kill. Flashes can't clear the zone, however, and the Ice Cats maintaining possession. Centering pass there, sticked away by Pettipies. And then that pass gets deflected out of play with 4:15 left to play in this third period and just 14 seconds left of the Kent State penalty. Puck staying in the Kent State zone. Ref's going to draw this one up to the left of Pettipies. Puck is down, one back by the Flashes. Flashes just trying to clear with 10 seconds left on this penalty kill, and they do. They send this one the length of the ice, and that should be just enough to kill off this penalty. 3, 2, and 1, and Zanola's out of the box. Back to even strength with 4 minutes left to play in this third period. Ice Cats darting through the neutral zone into the offensive zone. Flashes promptly on that one. We are going to get stoppage in play. Looks a call for a hand pass here, and the refs blow this play dead. Faceoffs heading back to the Kent State zone with 3:50 left to play in the third period. Truly been a tough one for the Flashes. Really liked their game at the end of that first period and the second period, and this third period feels like they just can't find it. It looks like they lost their game a little bit. Playing from behind, it seems like, and they are, but it seems like their strategy and their attack has kind of went into a more panicked mode instead of a more calm, cool, and collected game, and it's slipping away for him here as the minutes wind down in this game.
Yeah, it's been tough, and we've said, I don't think this has been an awful performance
At all.
But the score, I'm not going to say misleading, because the 3 goals that UPJ have scored, they've been good goals.
Quality chances,
So,
yeah.
quality chances, of course. It's frustrating how Kent State get so many good opportunities or even half chances. Just like we've said, the puck luck, the puck bounces on their sticks, all of the things that you can't really control have costed them this game.
Kabala across the red line for the Ice Cats now. He's going to dump it in. Big hit there by Gillespie. He laid the boom. Flash is going to try to turn some defense into offense. Here comes Nikolov now. Nikolov dancing around some defenders. He loses that puck. He's got 2 defenders trying to hit him. Kept in by Bazarov at the blue line. And after the play, Nikolov going to take a man to the ice, and that's going to draw a penalty. And it looks like UPJ is going to go to the box for that one. Number 73, Ben Teedy. He's going to get 2 minutes in the box, and with 2:52 left to play, Kent State on it. Actually, it looks like they're going to drag a Kent State player to. Nope. Let's see. The door's open, and Nikolov is going to go to the box.
Yeah,
I was surprised at first.
so.
I was surprised at first when they didn't say anything.
I was going to say, if Kent State escapes that with a power play of their own, but
yeah. Thought for a second we were going to get lucky, but
yeah.
Nikolov in the box for Kent State.
It's the right call.
Yeah.
Just 2 players, just, Kent State.
A little frustration.
Frustration from Kent State and just, almost baiting them a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's been one of those nights for the Flashes.
I think that's the best way to put it, Fisher. It's just been one of those nights for the Golden Flashes, it seems.
Yeah.
It seems like nothing can go their way.
Nothing really has gone their way in terms of stuff they can't control. So, like we said, not the worst performance in the world, Maybe on a different night, you look at this, what they play tomorrow. Look at it this way. They play the same way tomorrow.
You play the
every
same.
chance.
Yeah, you play the same way tomorrow. You get a couple pucks to bounce your way, and the score can look a lot different. So,
yeah.
2:33 left to play in this third period. Puck is in the Kent State zone. UPJ wins it off the draw. Puck is loose down low out in front. Pettipies with a nice save. Puck is loose down low to the side of the net there. Kent State wins it. Now racing up the ice is Fryer. Fryer's got Bazarov with him. He's going to drop a pass for Bazarov. His Fryer's positions in front of the net. Bazarov's going to skate it in deep behind the net there. Bazarov spins away from man. Tries a centering pass, but nobody home for the Flashes. Finds a stick of Carl Alpha. He's just going to dump it into neutral ice. Timmons back to his own zone. Going to have to collect for the Flashes.
I would like to say I've seen a lot of good things come from this Fryer and the whole line there, the offensive line. They've all been very well. They've been very composed with the puck on their stick. And, we'll repeat it till the game is over.
Well, Fryer with the big hit after the play as he runs into a player. Seemed a bit accidental there, so not much will come of that one.
Good business move from him. Immediately skate away.
Replogle and Simpson having some words after the play there. Refs discussing if they're going to have a penalty. To me, it looked a little accidental, I won't lie. Fryer was skating hard to the net, and
we've talked about frustration, so there's every chance. But it's funny, just as I'm highlighting how good that line has been for the Flashes.
Oh, and it looks like the refs are let's see. Looks like the refs going over. Yeah. Fryer's not getting out of this one. Fryer's going to the box now. 2 Flashes going to be in the box now. Going to be a power play for the UPJ Ice Cats. And that's going to put them on the power play for the remainder of this game with just 1:48 left to play in regulation.
For a split second there, I thought, that business decision, skate away. Thought he would get away with it. Nope,
Flash is going down.
They caught him.
Yeah, Flash is going down 4-on-3. Trying to scrap away and see if they can scratch anything across here in the final moments of this one. UPJ wins the draw. They're going to slow this puck down. Are the Ice Cats? Ice Cats looking to get in formation. That pass is wide. Barbieri is going to have to retreat to neutral ice. Going to slow it down. Going to take his time. Now he's across the red line. He's in the offensive zone for UPJ. He's just going to park himself there. Ice Cats looking to get a shot. It's a nice save there by Pettipies. Using the blocker on that one. Flash is battling for possession of this puck, and they're just going to clear this one. Because they're going to get some new guys on the ice. With 1:15 left to play in this game. UPJ with possession of the puck in the neutral zone. 95 dancing away from some defenders, just trying to kill some time off the clock. Now he gets to the red line, and now he's going to burst into the offensive zone. His shot gets deflected off the stick of Emmerling. We will get a whistle with just 1 minute and 1 second left to play in this one. Puck is down. Puck squirts away from both teams there. Battle for the puck now. Emmerling battling for this one. He's across the red line. Emmerling going to try to skate with some speed. He's got his man there. His shot's broken up off the stick of Donahue. Donahue still battling for this one, short-handed. Now he will retreat. Cooch now going to play it up to head to his man. As we are back to even strength. Or excuse me, 5-on-4 action. Excuse me, as we got 2 penalties that expired there, but Kent State's still down a man. 30 seconds left to play in this one. Nikolov going to skate it up. He's going to play it cross ice for Emmerling. Emmerling going to chip this one in deep. UPJ just going to retreat behind their own net and try to kill the last few seconds off this clock. Kent State gets possession. Garnett tries to rifle a shot and off the skate of a UPJ defender. Nikolov just going to take this one behind his own netminder. He's going to kill the seconds off this clock. Flash is going to try to play it in the neutral zone. Emmerling going to try to skate hard here. But that is going to be the end of regulation with the final score tonight. The UPJ Ice Cats 3 and the Kent State Golden Flashes 0. And I think you said it best there at the end of that third period, Fisher. Just not the Flashes' night.
Yeah, just a lot didn't go their way. Puck luck, bounces, it's a tough loss, especially getting shut out as well. But you got to give it to Matt Page.
Yeah.
Very good game from him.
Yeah.
Plenty of saves made, good saves at that. It was a frustrating game, and I think you saw it kind of near the end there with the Fryer penalty and stuff like that, where it's just boiling over frustration, all that. But back at it tomorrow.
Yes, back at it tomorrow night, 7:45 puck drop against Duquesne coming to town.
Yeah. And you said it best. Play the way you played tonight. Maybe you get a win, You never know because, as good as the Flashes played, there's a reason that UPJ is 6-0,
Yeah.
Came in with a good game plan. Puck went their way a couple times, but, good game from them overall.
Yeah, absolutely. We gave our credit to the goaltender for the Ice Cats, Matthew Page, with the shutout tonight. And just a credit to UPJ as they stay undefeated. Excellent team. Tough opponent. You can see why they're having a great season so far.
Yeah.
Your Flashes dropped to 4-3-2. Still positive in the win column, but obviously a tough one tonight. Not the outcome they wanted. But good news is, like you said, Fisher, they're back at it tomorrow night, and they have a chance for redemption. With Duquesne coming to town, a chance for them to bounce back a little bit. And, definitely this is going to be in the back of their mind tomorrow night. Well, thank you, everybody. That is going to wrap up our broadcast here tonight. It's been a pleasure calling this game with you. Thank you to everybody who came out to the ice arena and everybody who tuned in on our YouTube stream. My name is Alex Rivera. I've been joined all night by my partner, Fisher Brashear. We thank you for tuning in, and we will see you tomorrow night. Thank you, everybody, and have a great night.